Newcastle missed the opportunity to move top of the Premier League as Fulham ended the visitors' unbeaten start with a performance full of purpose and intent. Here's what manager Eddie Howe had to say about his team's display yesterday.
I think it's the whole group. I don't ever think there's one part of the team that's not functioning when you're not playing well. It's always about everybody in it collectively. We know we've got areas to improve. We will get better, I've got no doubt. At the moment, it's a bit of an inconsistent feel about our performances again today. Poor first half, much better second half. We really need to be putting that together for both halves and really stamping our authority on the game more, especially in the early stages.
Okay, so that's what Eddie Howe had to say. Room for improvement is what he's saying from Newcastle.
It feels a bit strange behind the scenes at Newcastle, doesn't it? Obviously, there's the issue with Paul Mitchell, obviously with recruitment.
The board as well.
And it feels like, even without saying too much, that things are not quite right at Newcastle. You know, it felt for the last 18 months, 2 years, everything was on the up. And it doesn't have that feel now.
No, maybe not. But on paper, when you look at their results, they were unbeaten up until this result at Craven Cottage. They weren't, though, perhaps at their most convincing best as of yet. But the good thing is there's Eddie Howe telling those Newcastle fans there's more to come. Yeah, but he also knows they're not playing as well as they did last year. If you watched them at Bournemouth, Nat, where they got a draw out the game, Bournemouth could have easily won that game. They were very, they caused Newcastle a lot of problems. I think Eddie's a little bit, just not as, he's not in as happy a place as he was with his team. Okay. How happy do you think Marco Silva's going to be with his Fulham side? Delighted. Look, he's took Reece Nelson from Arsenal, took Emile Smith-Rowe from Arsenal. Both settled in brilliantly. A really attack, flary team, really got a lot about them. This is another upgrade on what he's had before, Marco Silva. So he'll be delighted with Fulham, because Fulham come at you from all different angles. We've always known their fullbacks are aggressive. They'll push their fullbacks in and make opportunities. A lot of good things. And what we've seen, especially if you go back to that opening defeat at Manchester United, they were wasteful, weren't they, a little bit? They would have been disappointed to not have come away with something from that game. It's a big thing. They'll be pleased that they saw off Newcastle yesterday. Oh, absolutely. And do you know what? It's quite risky to take lads who have been at a club, Reece Nelson, Smith-Rowe, who are really good players, that they're good, but they've been at that club for a long time. And then you take them at your club, and it's a different environment. They've got Emile Smith-Rowe is a very talented. Oh yeah, he was part of the Nketiah, Smith-Rowe, Reece Nelson, all similar age, only about a year or so between them. That little group have all grown up together, and they've all gone. They've all gone to another club now. Obviously two clubs. So it's like you say, when quite risky. Yeah, when players. Yeah, it is absolutely, especially when players haven't been given first team opportunities regularly. And injuries. Emile Smith-Rowe had loads. Is there an element of them being stale? I know this is a new experience, but of course. I mean, Smith-Rowe is a really good finisher. He's always has something in his locker about finding a goal. Yeah. I've heard there's some sort of buyback clause in his contract with Arsenal. Oh, is that right? An option on him. Oh. And I wouldn't be surprised, because I think they really thought highly. I know Liam Brady have spoken to me about Emile Smith-Rowe before. He was very highly thought of. Couldn't break into that first 11. Yeah. Well, injuries were a big part. No, of course. But, I mean, latterly couldn't break into it. Right. Okay.
talkSPORT Breakfast. Waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.